Hi, I'm Bonnie Jackson, and I'm a volunteer with ARP Arizona's Community Education Program. And today I'm going to be sharing a scam jam with you that has to do with illegal robocalls. Does this scenario sound familiar? You're sitting at dinner and your phone rings, and maybe you look at the caller ID and it's a familiar number, or at least the first few digits are the same as your number. You might even be looking at your entire phone number. But when you answer the call, on the other end, it's not a live person, but an automated voice. You are the recipient of a robocall. And while many robocalls are legitimate because they're made from legitimate businesses to conduct legitimate business, it is estimated that 40% of all the robocalls are fraudulent. And let me explain, an illegal robocall is one where you have not given written consent, either on paper or online, for them to call you. And so let's take a look at how it works. Illegal robocalls are made by scammers, and they often use spoofing technology to mask their true origin and may change either the caller ID to look similar to your own phone number or another legitimate agency. The robotic voice on the other end might claim to represent a utility company, a name brand company, or a government agency, and they may offer a free trip, cheap health insurance, or a low interest loan, anything to get your interest and get you to respond. They may even suggest that you can be prompted to press 1 to be removed from the list. But this is what you should know. Illegal robocalls make up a fast-growing share of phone traffic, making it all the more important to be on guard for automated scams. Even just pressing a key or answering a question alerts scammers that they've hit a live number, and your number will be added to even more lists that are bought and sold among criminals. So what should you do? Let calls go to voicemail or to your answering machine if you are not 100% sure who is calling you. Listen to the message, and if it is a threat from a government agency, a utility company, or some other entity, it's a scam. If you do pick up on a suspicious robocall, once you realize it's suspicious, hang up. If the caller claims to be from a legitimate sounding entity, hang up and call that entity on a number that you know belongs to them. You need to explore free or any low-cost call blocking options, such as apps and services that screen calls and weed out spam and scams. You can ask your phone service provider if it offers any such tools, because most of them do. Also, you need to report scams to the proper authorities, because every report helps the authorities to piece together a fuller picture of what scammers are doing. And I would suggest at this point, if you haven't already done it, to register with the Do Not Call list, because it really does work. You only have to register once, but legitimate businesses will look at that list to see if they can call you. Scammers don't. So most of those calls that you are unwanted are from scammers. And you can report any complaints to the fcc.gov/complaints. So when it comes to fraud, remember, vigilance is our greatest weapon, and you have the power to protect yourself and your loved ones from scams. Please share this alert with family and friends, and visit the Fraud Watch Network at www.aarp.org/fraudwatchnetwork. Or you can call the ARP Fraud Helpline at 877-908-3360. Thank you, and tune in next week for another Scam Jam.